Thanks everyone, and Stefan and the Google team, for giving us the opportunity to pitch over here. So we're a ConfirmU Singapore-based company. Um, so there's a huge problem that ConfirmU addresses, and it's around financial inclusion, whereby 3.7 billion people on this planet basically lack access to credit. And that is simply because traditional lenders look at one major factor, which is your credit history. And if you don't have that, then you're basically locked out from the system. And this is what we came here to solve, and mostly help, also lenders, but in a way also help those people get access to credit. So the team at ConfirmU came with a really unique, novel approach, which is basically to give lenders an alternative credit score, which is based on a 3-minute non-invasive game, which would be used as part of the lender's workflow application. So what would happen here is, instead of the applicant, going through a credit bureau, which they don't really have, a KYC, um, we will add our component within that workflow application, and the lender can then disperse a loan to that applicant. And the applicant, which is mostly people who don't have credit history, new to credit, people who are starting their own business, or people who even just want to get some kind of cash for medical treatment, through our game they can have that money and move on in their lives. That's a huge impact, and this is why we think it's such a huge thing that can have a huge impact on the financial system. And the potential for this product and for this company to grow in that space is estimated at around $3 billion. And the company is showing amazing traction worldwide. We have actually pilots going on from Vietnam, in Southeast Asia, Indonesia, and India, which is our top market, where we're starting pilots with largest tier 1 private bank. We've already incorporated fintech lenders, and this is our main pilot right now. It's also showing interest by the government of India to pilot on financial inclusion. And we're also doing pilots in Africa with Nigeria's largest credit bureau, an agri lender in Kenya. And now we're also starting a pilot with one of the largest telcos in the world in Latin America, in Brazil. This is basically to enable new to credit people who wants to make their first smartphone purchase through that telco manufacturer. So we are enabling that to make it happen. The company has been commercially active since September 2020. Nonetheless, we've done a really enormous pilot, a huge pilot in India with Experian and 2 financial institutions. And we're seeing also great traction and interest to take this product not just to the lending space, but also to other adjacencies like insurtech, wealth tech, property tech, and also for the crypto space, where there's a DeFi that is interested in bringing people who are underserved and basically enabling them to take a loan through the crypto and our game. So far, we've managed to get nearly 50,000 consumers to play our game, and this translated to more than 10,000 loans being disbursed by our lending partners. And this game is not just a game; it's actually innovation in the making. We're, as you can see here from this use case in Africa, where an agri lender has used our game, we were actually managed to reduce nearly 43% of the defaults for that lender as a result of using our game. Our game is culturalized, localized, and it doesn't require any literacy. So someone out there in the street who is new to credit, and he's not educated or whatsoever, by playing our game, which is culturalized and localized, he can become credit worthy within 3 minutes. And that's the major change. It's not invasive. We don't tap into any social media or personal data that you have on your mobile phone. It's just how you play the game. And that's why it's so democratized, and it can help a lot of people make change in their lives. The way we make money is basically like a credit bureau model. We charge the lender by numbers of games played per month, but we need to guarantee from the lender a minimal fixed amount of games played per month. We have a unique global team to make this company. You need to have great people. Like Raju, my partner, who has 30 patents under his name, and Brandon Lagrange, who's based in the UK, has more than 25 years of experience in the credit bureau. And of course, Niharika, our head of science, which is a leading psychologist from India. We're looking to raise $1.5 million in a seed round, which 800 already have been committed and injected to the company in a safe note with 20% discount. That's it. Thanks so much.
Hi, I was wondering what the outcomes were of the game versus the regular kind of credit-based scoring. If you saw that there was like better or worse outcomes in terms of like returning loans and whatever the metrics the banks have for the quality of the loan.
So at least on the use cases that we've done, what we managed, is to create a lift for the lender because, the credit bureau doesn't exist over there. So there was like 8% lift in the business and reduction of defaults. So that is, the major offering here. We can help you increase the number of approvals without causing more delinquencies to your portfolio. That's the major value. And I see a lot of companies that here in this pitch event that we can collaborate with.
Do you develop the games on your own? And if not, how do you do integrations with third-party games?
Yeah, so we developed this. We have an internal team. We have also a lead creative psychologist who develops that. And it all is with a collaboration of the client. So in Brazil, for example, we work with the client to understand how to localize and culturalize our game to any geography.
And how did you distribute the games? Because they usually have some user acquisition costs.
That is, it's part of the integration element or the contract that we have with the lender. Well, we're not distributing it. It's custom made.